Alright, so in this problem, I have 5 to the power of x plus 1 minus 5 to the power of x is equal to 100. So obviously I want to find the value of x here. So for my solution, I'm going to start off by using the property a to the power of m plus n is equal to a to the power of m times a to the power of n. So 5 to the power of x plus 1, that's going to equal 5 to the power of x times 5 to the power of 1. And now I have this minus 5 to the power of x is equal to 100. Now from here, I'm going to factor out 5 to the power of x. So I get 5 to the power of x times 5 to the power of 1 minus 1 is equal to 100. And now 5 to the power of 1 is the same thing as 5, so I have 5 to the power of x times 5 minus 1 is equal to 100. And 5 minus 1 is 4, so I have 5 to the power of x times 4 is equal to 100. Now we want to isolate 5 to the power of x, so I'm going to divide both sides by 4. So I can have 5 to the power of x is equal to 25. And 25, this is the same thing as 5 squared. So I have 5 to the power of x is equal to 5 squared, meaning x is equal to 2. So now to check, my original equation was 5 to the power of x plus 1 minus 5 to the power of x equals 100. And x equals 2. So I have 5 to the power of 2 plus 1 minus 5 to the power of 2 is equal to 100. 5 to the power of 2 plus 1, that's 5 to the power of 3 minus 5 squared is equal to 100. 5 to the power of 3 is 125 minus 25 is equal to 100. And this is 100 is equal to 100. Alright, so in this problem, I have 32 to the power of x plus 5 is equal to 5. So to solve this, I obviously want to find the value of x. So for my solution, I'm going to start by rewriting my equation. So I have 32 to the power of x plus 5 is equal to 5. Now 32, I'm going to rewrite as 2 to the power of 5. So now I have 2 to the power of 5 to the power of x plus 5 is equal to 5. And if I have something in the form a to the power of m to the power of n, this is going to equal a to the power of m times n. So 2 to the power of 5 to the power of x plus 5, that's going to equal 2 to the power of 5 times x plus 5. And this is equal to 5. Now, I'm going to go ahead and take the log on both sides. So I have log 2 to the power of 5 times x plus 5 is equal to log of 5. And if I have something in the form log a to the power of b, I can move this exponent b to the front. So this is going to equal b times log a. So log of 2 to the power of 5 times x plus 5, I can move 5 times x plus 5 to the front. So this is going to equal 5 times x plus 5 times log 2 is equal to log 5. Now I'm going to divide both sides by 5 times log 2. So then these two cancel out, and I'm left with x plus 5 is equal to log 5 over 5 times log 2. And now if I subtract 5 on both sides, I get x is equal to log 5 over 5 log 2 minus 5. Alright, so in this problem, I have 7 to the power of x is equal to 7. So to solve this, I'm going to first start by dividing both sides by 7. So then 70 divided by 7 is 10. So I have 7 to the power of x over 7 is equal to 10. Now if I have something in the form a to the power of m over a to the power of n, this is equal to a to the power of m minus n. So 7 to the power of x over 7, 7 is the same thing as 7 to the power of 1. So I have 7 to the power of x over 7 to the power of 1, and that's going to equal 7 to the power of x minus 7 to the power of 1. Or sorry, 7 to the power of x minus 1, which is equal to 10. Now I'm going to take the log on both sides, so I get log of 7 to the power of x minus 1 is equal to log of 10. And if I have something in the form log a to the power of b, I can move this exponent b to the front. So it's going to equal b times log a. So in this case, I have log 7 to the power of x minus 1, and I can move x minus 1 to the front. So now I have x minus 1 times log 7 is equal to log 10. Now we want to isolate x, so I'm going to divide both sides by log 7. So in these two cancel out, and I get x minus 1 is equal to log 10 over log 7. Now log 10, that's the same thing as 1, so I have x minus 1 is equal to 1 over log 7, and now I can add 1 on both sides. So I get x is equal to 1 over log 7 plus 1. Now, log 7 that's equal to 0.845. So now I have 1 divided by log 7. And that's going to equal 1.183. So I have 1.183 plus 1, which is equal to 2.183.